Hey everybody, morning. Hey, gonna fire up the excavator and pick up that biggest log of Brian and Tina's big ash log. It's 17 and a half feet long or so, almost 18 feet. They need to end up with 3 boards out of that are 17 feet 2 inches long. 2 of them 13 and a half inches wide, and one of them I think 8 inches wide. So we'll get, sorry, I got my hands full of stuff here. It's hard to do anything. We will, the Mini-X fired up and pick up that log closest to me there. It's a big one. And we will go get it set up on the sawmill. I actually don't even know if I'm going to be cutting it today or not. We got a lot of stuff going on today that we have previously committed to, so, but I can at least get it over there on the mill and get things prepped. I gotta run up and grab a tape measure. Gotta make sure I get this log positioned correctly before I do the first cut on it. I just noticed it has a bit of a sweep in it. Yeah, you can see that sweep kind of bows like that. And we need to end up with 2 boards that are 13 and a half inches wide. One that's 8 inches wide by the full length of that log. So, to do that, I think I better make sure that I have that 13 and a half inches vertically there. So, I'm trying to think here. I should probably roll that thing 90 degrees so that sweep goes this way and cut the hump off. Or roll it that way, 90 degrees, so it's going like this and cut the horns off the top. Then I can keep that'll keep me my full width this way to get the 13 and a half out of, which that would be like that, you know, cutting this way. So we'll have to go get a tape measure and roll that thing over, I think. Okay guys, I don't know if you can tell very good or not, but I've got it rolled so it's humped up the middle. Horns are down, hump is up. Then I can cut through there, get the flat spot on there, roll it over, and I'll still have the full width, which here is 15 inches. They want 13.5 inches wide by 17.2 inches long. Since this thing is humped this way, that's the way I'll get the best yield out of the center. Even if I don't, we're still only, if I try to get there, we're not quite 50. There we're 15. There we're 14 3/4. By the time you cut it from a flat there, you're not going to have 13.5. So, I guess I better. They don't have any other logs that long, and they want boards 17 feet 2 inches long. I guess I'll just get what I can. Wouldn't you know it, that darn nail broke right off when I went to pull it out. I got to dig it out of there or cut lower than whatever the depth of the nail went, something like that. Just got to be careful I don't hit it. And it's a ring shank. Should have went up to the house. I got a little tool that works a little better for taking these out. got it. There we go. So, hopefully that's the only one in there. Hey guys, I don't use this thing very often. In fact, I keep putting it back in the case just to keep it safe. But I'm going to go ahead and get it out. Wave up and down this thing a little bit before I cut it, just because I hate to ruin a blade if I don't have to. And this is no guarantee you're going to find something, but it does definitely help. So we will get it out of here and check it out a little bit. Just in case you want to know what it is, it's Lumber Wizard 5. It sense metal down in, not real deep, but I think you can sense it down in 3 or 4 inches anyway. Sound? Okay. Sorry, I just shined it at my belt buckle, I think. Getting too close to this bar going across here when I do that. When I was going to grab this thing, I noticed I've got 2 really nice slabs down there that I cut off another guy's giant white oak crotch. In fact, there's a video about it a few times ago. There's some big old long black wasps have bored a hole into the size of one of those slabs, one of the sides of it. So I probably get those to a drying kiln. Again, that was right in line with the crossbar when I got too close to it. I think my battery is dead, or just about dead. Might be some kind of warning light or warning beeper or something. I'm going to say we're okay to cut it. Hey guys, I just wanted to show you those worm tracks that I was talking about, bug tracks, worm tracks or something that looked like some kind of foreign writing. All over the side of this thing. All up and down it. Some of you can see better than others, but yeah, it's all over. See them better yesterday, but yeah, they're all there. Kind of neat looking, but they're going to disappear. We're going to take a cut off the top here right now. I'll show you what I got in mind here. Right here, this mark here to here is 8 inches, and I'm out edge to edge is about 9 inches. One of the boards I need to get is 8 by 1 inch, 1 inch by 8. This might do it, but I'm going to take 2 of them off here, and then I've got to get at least 2 of them either side of the pith that are 13 1/2 inches wide is the game plan. That's what he needs. And I know we have plenty to get 13.5 inches wide at the other end, but down at this end, maybe not quite so much. But yeah, we'll cut it the first time right about here. Like I was saying in that video yesterday, this thing had a bow in it like this. So I had it flipped up the other way first, and I took it off so that we took the hump off the top, made that side flat, and then we rolled it over so this side was sitting like this. So you can see I took the horns off, is what they say, like the bull horns, you know. That's why right here I'm probably darn near a foot wide here. Narrows down to nothing, just barely scrapes the top down here in the middle, because that's where it was the lowest. You know, it came swoop down like this and back up again, and down there we're probably 18 inches wide down there. But been there quite a while. Brian was hoping that you already what they want to do, and I think it will. It's just that the outer edges have a little bit of spalting, a little, not rot, just mostly spalting, what they call it. It's sort of like the beginnings of rot, but I think you'll have plenty good wood out of it. It's not like soft and mushy or anything. Can't peel up my finger. So we'll take some more off, and let's see. I need one board that's 8 inches wide. But right now we're more than 8 at the ends. In the middle, we're just, let me show you. We just skimmed the top of it in the middle. So you get down here to the middle and just kind of skim the top of it here. You can see it was just skimming it. So I probably got to go down another inch just to get to the point to where I'm 8 inches wide here. So, sorry, gotta try to see the lens here in the light. So we'll take it down another inch, and if nothing else, he does need some other boards that are about an inch thick that we can get out of some of these that aren't full length. So we'll they won't go to waste. We're doing a pretty good job of keeping the pith centered. We're 6 1/8 inches high from here to the center of the pith, 6 1/4 inches high down there. So we got that good. Just debating with myself on this. If I take it an inch, if I cut off an inch thick slab, doubtful it's going to be able to be used. You need some that are 11 inches wide by 42 inches long. We go out here to 42 inches long, and we are about 9 inches wide right there. So chances are this next slab isn't really going to be able to be used for anything. So I might take it down just like, and I thought about 3/4 of an inch, so we're not scrapping as much. And then maybe if we go down 3/4 of an inch, then the next slab will be able to be used for 2 of the pieces that are going to be 11 by 42, 11 inches wide, 42 inches long, inch thick. We'd get one off each end. That would be good. with the taper and everything, if I take another 3/4 of an inch or so off there. Otherwise, I can just take a little bit more off, and then maybe on the next one I might be able to get our 8-inch wide one full length. Maybe. Well, guys, my phone was saying that it was going to rain at 5 o'clock. Right now we got some real dark clouds rolling over. Takes this thing a little while to cool down so I can put the tarp over it to keep the water off the motor. So I'm going to shut it off right now. I did shut it off. So let it start cooling down a little bit. I decided to cut a waste piece here. I only took off about 3/4 of an inch, and then go to the 1-inch pieces here, here, and here. So that top one right there, I don't know if we'll be able to get our 8-inch piece out of that or not. Maybe. If so, in the center of the 8 inches, there might be a little bit of wane on one side. So we might have full 8 inches on the totally flat side, but a little bit of wane in the middle on the top. I think that would still be usable for Brian, but he'll have a spare just in case. Cutting extras. Guess I can probably break this thing in half. Like I said, that's pretty much a scrap piece anyway. Unless somebody want to make some signs out of it or something, but oh, get my scraper out here. Boy, a lot of dust. Glad I put that mask on. Didn't have it on for the first cut or two. Got thinking, you know what? I don't need my lungs all full of that crap. This piece here won't get 8 inches full length. They'll be able to at least get, he needs a couple pieces that were 11 inches by 42 inches. I think you can get a couple of them out of it. It's picking up now. I think I'll just flip them down here for right now. Literally coming out of the woodwork. Bunch more up there, just at this very end. This is ash. I had tons of ash trees on this property when I first bought it. So just about the time ash was starting to get killed off by the ash borer. And by the time I got a sawmill, pretty much all my ash trees were too far rotten to be able to use them. I did get a couple of beams out of a couple of logs. It looked terrible on the outside, but had enough good wood to get a couple of good beams out of them. One good beam on each log, that is. Got an 8x8 by 21 foot out of one log, and 6x6 by like 18 or 19 feet out of another log. It looked like garbage pretty much. Still had good wood on the inside. Okay. Oops. So this one here is over or 8 inches wide at the narrowest spot. So he could get his 8-inch 1x8 by 17 feet 2 inches out of there. This log's like 17.8 or something like that. So we got his 1x8 right here. That one not quite, but like I said, he needs some pieces that are 11 by 42. He might be able to get out of it. This one here, he can get the 1x8 out of it. This one here might get the 11 by 42. Okay, right about, see where that 42 is? Right about there. And maybe right there we're showing 12 inches wide, but by the time we trim the sides, you might have a usable 1 by 11 by 42 there. Pretty sure he's got one down to that end because it's wider yet. And then this piece up here, like I said, at the narrowest point here, that's 9.5 inches wide there, 10. So yeah, he can get a 1x8 out of this piece, full length. He wants 13.25, 1 inch thick, 17 feet 2 inches long, 2 of them. I should be able to get one more. If you look down here at that pith, what I have from the saw cut down to the pith, I've got 1 inch and 9/16. So if I take a 1 inch cut out of there, it'll be getting close to the pith, but we've got 15 inches in width right there. And then we'll go down, take another one just below the pith. We'll throw the center one out with pith in it, and I should be able to get another one out of there that is 14.5 wide or so, 14.25, 14.5. So I should be able to get his two 13.25 inch wide pieces right there and there. Hopefully that'll work out for him. The log was iffy on being able to make it, and we discussed that when he brought it over, but he said, well, do your best. So we're giving it our best shot. It looks like we might get it for him. Get this one scraped off a little bit. I just felt a couple of sprinkles. I'm sure my muffler's still too hot to put that plastic tarp over the motor. Hey guys, well, that's the end of the video for today. We didn't get the log completely sawed up, but it's starting to sprinkle. Dark clouds rolling over. Takes this muffler a little while to cool down. It's still just a little too hot to cover up yet. So I got to give it a couple more minutes, but appreciate you watching. Hope you enjoyed it. I always enjoy running the saw. I don't get to every day. Sometimes I even go weeks without, but I hate to. Cook's Manufacturing, they make an awesome sawmill. They are right down there in Newton, Alabama. I went down there and looked at the sawmill, or looked at their factory before I bought it, gave them some money down on it, came back and went down there and actually ran this sawmill at their plant before I had them ship it home. So if you end up wanting a really nice sawmill, this thing is great for custom work, like doing extra wide stuff, extra long stuff. It's awesome. They've got other mills that are more for doing standard work, making 2x4s, 2x6s, 4x4s, stuff like that, that are a lot faster than this at doing things like that. But for what I do, I like to do weird stuff. Big curved log. I can lay it on its side like this and cut curved slabs for things. I can just do a lot of unique stuff with it because of its width and length. I can cut up 52 inches wide, 30 feet long, and I love it. So if you ever want to check them out sometime, they're not paying me. They probably don't even know I have a YouTube channel. But if you talk to Robert down there, he's the guy to talk to if you're looking at a mill. Just tell him Chuck said hi and thanks for making an awesome mill. So thanks for watching again, and please give us a thumbs up if you like what we're doing. If you're not subscribed, please consider subscribing. Tell some friends about it. Maybe they'll want to check us out too. Meanwhile, have a great day. Come on back and you can hang around while I finish sawing this thing up, probably tomorrow or the next day. So take care, everybody. Bye.